since I'm pretty sure 2 of those viewers are Brent and Charlotte. Or my mom and dad. Let's see. Yeah, everything still looks okay. So who remembers what was going on last time, Charlotte?
She gotta get out her book.
See how that works? He gets beer, I get water.
Oh.
You'll get water. You'll get beer when you finish your water.
Why didn't you ever tell that to Lawrence?
That's just rude.
I think Charlotte's talking and we can't hear her.
This is why I hate things.
The IT professional.
Yeah. You got one, but I'm not sure I can help.
We've cut 2 and a former one, and we're still having that issue.
Oh.
So while they're figuring that out, I'll give you a rundown.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So the crew had made it through Downfall and defeated the first of the Hourglass Coven. And they escaped in what was formerly Feor's pirate ship, but now is able to fly thanks to some bullywugs doing some maintenance to it with a balloon. And Clapperclaw, your new guide, was able to lead you to the former castle of the Paladins. And when they landed, it was in ruins, but thanks to one of the cards from the deck of many things that had been drawn, a wish was granted, and it was restored to its former glory. And on the altar, 2 items were found. There was Snickersnack, which Pazuzu reached out and took, and Logan found his father's prayer beads, which was where we ended up leaving off.
Okay, so where are we exactly?
Thither, right?
Didn't make it to Thither yet.
Okay.
You're still within the Citadel of the Paladins.
Okay. Which is in Hither.
Which is its own little splinter realm, because they
Okay.
were the protectors.
Gotcha. So, this is where I used to live, right?
This
Okay.
is the rough area around which almost all of you lived.
Okay.
3 of you within the Citadel, and the rest of you out and around it.
So within the Citadel, it was me, Logan,
And Pazuzu.
and Pazuzu. That's right. Okay. Pazuzu.
What is the name of the god of dreams again?
I don't think we ever got a name. I think it was just the God of Dreams.
Okay. I mean, it's just the god of dreams. I don't know if gender matters, Dad. Oh my god.
Just say it.
Such a boomer.
They, Mike. They.
They, them. Zay. Zazer.
They, them.
No, we have not gendered the god of dreams, source of all magic in this splinter realm.
How very woke of you.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so we got Snickersnack. What is Snickersnack?
Snickersnack is the Vorpal blade.
Okay, and who did that go to?
That went to Pazuzu.
Okay, that's right.
So remember, he picked up the blade and it fell to rust in his hand,
Oh, that's right. Okay.
and the blade erupted from his chest in flame.
That's badass. And then Login got a set of beads.
His father's prayer beads.
Yeah.
So while they're figuring out audio, this is a really good time for questions.
Yeah.
Not that.
You're just gonna go
I
with
don't
it?
know enough to have questions yet.
Okay. Emily, you have
Yes.
that stone in your pocket, right?
I have the coin of the God of Dreams.
Yeah. We're all
Ooh, that's
kind
gotta
of
be worth something.
well, we're all kind of related to the god of dreams in different ways.
Right.
Because also, like, we did this thing where we went through the carnival, and did we actually enter the realm? Did we actually enter the Feywild, or is this all a dream? No, I don't know.
It's a dream within a dream.
You're not too sure. Yeah.
Yeah, did somebody
We're
chloroform us and knock us out? We don't know.
I'd say, what, Mike, we're just going to go ahead and start this off with a roll. And not even a hard one.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, fail.
So, as Kai's trying to recount this story to Feyor and who evidently has developed amnesia at some point in time, and is, even though they have the highest wisdom of the entire party.
Forgotten gender too.
Yeah, we've gone full on transition in a matter of one session.
Kai, did you hit your head somewhere? Are you okay?
I guess. Man, do I really have the highest wisdom in the party?
No, Feyor does.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we'll see how Feyor can do on answering some of Kai's questions.
Go to attributes. You'll see one that says insight.
I'm going to say Kai got a concussion after the fight with Babylorna.
That's how you roll.
There we go. You can also just click on that picture of the D20 right there that should be popping up on your screen, and that'll roll it for you too.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. With the 19, we're going to say that that's plenty enough.
Failure.
So, as
That was
the
me.
story started, all of the characters that entered into the carnival entered as humans. Um, Kai entered in as Mike, Feyor entered in as Asha, so on, so on. And the magical guys sort of started to drop the further in they went, but the party as a whole decided not to stay very long and were sort of pissed off the owners of the carnival and got booted through the portal, the thinning, into the Feywild itself, and were given a mission with 3 objectives. And when they returned to the Feywild, some of their memories started to come back to them. And as they continued to progress, they started to realize that they had been banished from this splinter realm by a very powerful magic, and their memories blocked from them. So the way I explained it to the rest of the party is that this isn't so much as a leveling experience for the characters as it is a second chance of the life they had as they remember and relearn and learn again from experiences past.
Charlotte still having audio issues?
It appears so.
They're figuring it out. Find the alicorn.
Oh, and also Feyor, one of the names that you were known by was the Mind Flayer.
Nice. You're a Feyor.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Just make sure.
I'm
Kill
tracking.
Bullhorn, find the alicorn.
Which we have
Yeah,
the
that's what I
horn
was
for the
laughing
alicorn.
about.
Yeah, that one I'm.
You explained the alicorn horn thing already.
I think that realms are bleeding and now Mike has a concussion.
Yeah. Um. So we
Yeah, we
killed
haven't done anything
Bullhorn.
with the alicorn horn.
Yeah, we've kind of just put that away for
Yeah,
now, and
because it's lost its magic, I think, is what it was.
yeah,
It's wood.
Oh, it's a wand.
No, it's still in the shape of an alicorn horn, but Feyor had I remember Feyor had a really good roll on that, and she could detect that it was still an extremely powerful magical object, but it has been transfigured into wood.
the third task was free the queen, right? Or like
Find the
Correct.
dormant queen, or free the
find the
dormant
dormant
queen.
queen.
Well, while we're waiting, Mike, I guess you can tell about Kai's story.
Oh, let's see. Kai is a werewolf bunny barbarian, and he was raised by the druids who lived near the Harengon druids who lived near the citadel of the paladins, and yeah, he has anger issues, obviously. Um, his family was murdered. Well, like I guess his whole what do you call a nest of rabbits?
Covey.
His Warren.
Warren.
Kevin? Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, right. They were all murdered by the same giants who destroyed the citadel. And then I found this axe that I really like, and I have like this weird, like relationship with this. I really care about my axe. You don't touch it. It's the only weapon that I will use.
Well, see, now that would make me want to touch it.
Yeah. And it's my favorite axe. And
Don't you have some
sometimes
sort of ring?
I do have a ring of Luna, which gives me
Yeah.
a whole lot of benefits.
Yeah.
Yes, there's something about the ring in the plot line.
It was given to you by the pack of wolves
Yes, that's right.
that adopted you.
I was literally raised by wolves. No, my mother passed on hereditarily the uh, lycanthropy. However you say that word.
Genetics.
The sexually transmitted lycanthropy.
Yes, there you go. Sexually transmitted lycanthropy. Thank you.
She gave you herpes.
Love it.
So it's not STD, it's an STL.
Jesus.
By the way, everybody, this is my dad.
I
He's
love
gonna be
your dad.
filling in for Asha. He's gonna be fucking weird. I'm sorry.
I mean, now we know where you
I'm
get it
loving
from.
it so much
Now
already.
I'm fucking weird.
Yes, Johnny, it does. It sure does explain the hair.
Yeah, all that blue light over here, that's my rig.
From the very little picture I have, that looks like a nice PC.
Here. We'll get a little closer.
Oh, hot damn.
Oh, that's slick.
It's fully water cooled. R9 5950.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're talking dirty to him.
A little bit.
Wait, I just killed that, Mike. You'll have to fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah, go fix that, will you? Go away, go away. I'm in the process of building him another rig.
I am very rapidly approaching the need to build one.
Yeah, I have a tendency to go with like the previous generation when it's mature and stable.
Yeah.
I've done bleeding edge enough that. Oh,
Can you hear me now?
what are we hanging the?
Oh,
Yes.
Hey, yeah,
that
there you
sounds
are.
much better.
That's awesome. Perfect.
Okay. I can't get Charlotte's to work for whatever reason. I've tried 3 different sets of headphones. So I'm going to power hers off, and we'll just try to do it all together here.
Okay. That just means you have to turn your camera on, though, so we can see Charlotte.
Well, I'm going to try to take this off the headphones for a second so that we can both hear you at the same time.
Okay. Well, Emily, tell us about Mira while we're getting that fixed.
Okay, hold on. I'm going through all my notes here. Mira is the Archpaladin's child. I watched my father die. After that, I made a pact with the God of Dreams after watching the giants kill my father. And I got a coin of the God of Dreams. And all I got from it is it's somehow different. After I rediscovered my memories, I am now a warlock paladin. I led an unsavory life at first, and I swindled people, and I stole from people, and now I'm refinding myself, and I've decided to follow in my father's footsteps.
Pretty simple breakdown.
Yep.
Big Mike, did they give you a breakdown of Feyor's character?
Big Mike.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mike keeps flipping my
Okay.
mic off like I might say something inappropriate again.
Like you're going to say anything that none of us have said before.
Yeah, well, he seems to think so.
I brought you into this game, and it's giving me so much anxiety already.
Mike, I am so happy that you did. You have no idea how happy I was when you said your dad was going to play.
We started with the whole D&D thing when Mike was about 5 or 6 years old.
No.
Do you remember everything about your character?
Most everything, yeah.
Explain your character.
I-
What do you remember?
I'd have to read that. Because I read the history, but I mean, my retention is,
It's about as good as mine.
limited.
Like father, like child.
Yeah.
Fairy pirate.
Sorry.
He's also extremely deaf. You have no
You're
idea.
a fairy and a pirate.
Yeah. Well,
Fairy,
I understood
pirate.
that, and we talked about this just. Oh no, I was talking with Asha. Well, that kind of. Yeah, I was wondering, if we had to do any pirating during the upcoming mission. I was like, can we use spell magic? What? Burning Ray, for instance, to take out. I know I read that.
Then
Yeah,
just
Favor's
explain your
got-
character.
What am I supposed to repeat it?
That's what we're doing right now while we're waiting.
Uh,
That's what Shelby
So Mike
said.
might not have told you, but this is we're actually streaming this one on Twitch.
oh my God.
How many viewers do we have, Sheb?
We've been up to 5. We have 3 right now.
So your mom and dad.
Hey,
No,
how
it's
did you
just
pull
one.
that up, Mike?
Yeah.
How did you pull that up?
What?
Johnny's one.
What's the third? Oh my god.
And if Summer read my message, she might be on there, but I don't know if she got it.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm going to read that.
You don't have to.
Does anybody else have that information yet?
They all have
No.
that information.
Okay, well, if everybody's got it, then why am I supposed to read it?
No, I
I'm
think
just
you
saying.
We're
Mike, I
moving
am
on.
so loving this.
We're moving on. Fairy pirate
So
sorcerer.
is this the same giant warlord that wiped out your stuff too?
More or less.
Yeah?
There's been some rewrites to the script.
Well, I mean, it's the
There-
same general area, so I had to assume that it was the same
Yes.
band of nasty giant
Yes.
bungholes. Oh, there I did it. He's turning red again.
Bunghole. Mike, just go along with it. It'll be okay.
Shelby,
The only-
just put me out of my misery, dude.
No, Mike. This is gold.
Well, we're having a great time. Mike is being emotionally and mentally scarred.
Watching you two interact is so great for me.
He brought this on himself, so. Hey, are we missing somebody again? Oh, there they are. So do we have audio with Charlotte yet?
I think they're going to have it on at least one.
I have.
We've got Brent Salo.
Hello.
Well, while we're waiting on those two, actually, if you three want to, you can look at Sue's shop. You can double click on that icon.
It says items piles. You are too far away to interact with this pile.
Yep.
I can fix that.
We'll get to fixing.
So don't move your characters. Just click on Sue's shop.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's just etiquette. Oh, it's still.
Okay, so I have a question.
So
How are we
ahead.
able to buy stuff from Sue if we're not near Sue?
Because Sue is, like you learned the first time you met her, the most powerful magic being you have encountered.
That bitch.
And I guarantee you, if you touch that whip down there,
Mm-hmm.
Roxania will come after you.
I mean, I'm not proficient with a whip, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing, Em.
That wasn't ever my thing. Roxania was the one into whips and chains.
But Sue has managed to find things that are suitable for skills that all of you have.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, and it sounds wonderful.
Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna kill someone.
Barely.
I can hear you in what sounds like the background of Brent's mic.
Yes, okay. At least that's working.
That works.
I feel stupid. Trying to go through all these settings, I felt stupid, and I have a degree in IT.
And now you know how I have felt.
Okay. Well, you can turn your video on, they can see your face, and they can hear my voice.
So if you all would like,
Oh,
Logan and Roxania, you can access the shop right now because there are things all of you would like in there.
I hear there's a whip.
There sure is.
Okay, so just get out of there. I'm gonna try to look for your stuff later. When we take our first break in like 15 minutes.
Shelby, I've somehow messed up my screen.
Double click it. Yeah, but you don't have enough.
Why? Because I was just trying to... It's like it's snapped in that corner.
You want to get a whetstone? Is that what you said?
Oh,
I will give you gold if you want to get the
okay.
whip.
Thank you. Oh,
I can't buy it for you, but I'll give you enough money that you can buy it.
Okay, somebody just shrunk Emily. I can only see the top of her head now.
hi.
Can you still... Platinum is 1,000 gold, I think. Or 100.
100 gold, yeah.
But you can probably try to buy it. Well, I'm pretty sure that item is for you, so... Where are you going? Your phone? It's over here. Just remember you're being recorded on the Twitch. Yep. So take your illicit activities elsewhere.
Just ask for a phone, man.
Alright, what am I supposed to be buying in here for me?
You know your character. I make a full store of stuff for you all. You can figure out what is specifically for you or things that could be useful.
Ooh, glue.
I was gonna go for that tankard, but the glue sounds not fun.
Could come in handy. We gotta stick something to something.
is the tankard just the cup?
Yep, it's just the tankard. I mean, your home base is an inn.
Okay, I have a question. Is any of this stuff our stuff that she's selling?
No.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Are you telling me that whistle is that my safe word? Is the whistle?
I mean, it could be useful.
Well, I'm gonna buy it just and hold on to it.
I'm buying a whistle just in case.
Do we have
Everything in
multiple
here.
whistles?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it will let you buy it, it's still in there.
Should somebody get some truth serum?
Oh, okay.
I'll get some truth serum as well.
Each platinum is 10 gold.
100 gold.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought so. Is it base 10 or base 100?
I'm pretty sure I have it set up as base 100.
Okay.
When I try to buy like a... Oh, yeah, it is. I'm sorry.
But yes, everything in this store is something that will be of use or can create a plot point. Or positively affect the outcome of something that will happen.
Go ahead and get that silver.
Yeah. I mean, anything that's got multiple quantities, I think we can all buy one of each.
Yeah.
Okay. Difference between silken rope and hempen rope.
You want to take this one?
It is
Yeah.
stronger.
Don't.
It is
What?
stronger. It is gentler on the wrists.
Oh my god.
I was gonna go the other way with that, but that's awesome too.
So, pretty much what I'm getting, everything in the store is for Roxania and Login to get kinky.
Everybody go to bed now.
Y'all want some glue?
What's that spyglass gonna do?
I don't know. Extend it and find out.
Oh god.
I didn't know you could get that shade of red.
Hey, you could wrap your daddy's beads around that.
Hey, don't you talk about my daddy's bees like that. It ain't them kind of beads.
Is this Twitch stream rated anything?
It should be.
As adult content only.
Do you have a qualifier on there that you have to click 18 and up to join?
You have to click that it is not rated for children.
Hey, can you put your headset up when you're gonna laugh like that so we don't all hear the whole time? These wisps of air.
Really?
I mean, you don't really need a whole lot of potions because you have spells that that heal people. You can
Sovereign
get some,
glue.
I'm gonna go get the dragon.
It is set up in this.
Would you like my
You picked some up.
Yes, Mike. Advanced BDSM. Battles, dungeons, sword magic.
So these items, do they alternate on a gameplay basis, or will these always be here?
You don't know. This is what Sue had told you before, that she will get you things as she can.
Because I'm looking at that spyglass. Why is it grayed out?
because you can't buy it.
Because we don't have the money.
Well, I have the money for it. I mean, if we're calling a platinum piece equal to 100.
It's set up in the game right now that it's only worth 10 gold.
Oh.
At least when I'm in the
That's
when I try to buy a potion of like supreme healing, it's saying it's worth like 50 gold pieces and 20 platinum.
Ah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember how many platinum you all had. So yeah, if it's set up for 10, then
Well,
I was like The diamonds are only valuable to a few of you, but they are extremely valuable to those few.
Well, I can't buy one. Yeah, that's a whole ass beer you left there last night.
I do have a lot of money because I have all those jewels from the fucking deck of many things. I
I mean, you
just,
can buy stuff and give it to people.
yeah.
Well, how many jewels? How much was that worth?
I put the amount in my character. Let me see if I can actually read it from here.
Do you have it
'Cause
in your
I
notes,
can't-
Charlotte?
Oh wait, yeah, I got it. No, no, I have it. I had it in my D&D Beyond character sheet. I wrote it down, and I can't access it because they deleted my email. Damn it.
I can look. I
It was like
has 22 platinum and 60 gold.
okay.
If you ask Charlotte a question,
Okay.
she was not sitting here.
That's okay.
All right.
So if you close your character sheet and open it back up, you should see it. You have been given the gold.
Awesome. Okay.
So you will have more options to go through the shop. So don't worry about that one.
Okay.
So now that everyone's in, we've done some introductions. Like I said, as we left off, we were at the altar of the Citadel of the Paladins as it miraculously in this purple aura began to rejuvenate to its former glory. But as soon as it was finished, you see this dimension door open right upon Pazuzu and Hildegard, and they vanish. And at the same time, you also start to hear these huge, thunderous footsteps come from just outside of the castle walls.
Mm.
What does the group do?
Okay, so I think some giants are coming.
I am not one to run from a fight, but the last time we dealt with giants, it did not go very well. So I think maybe, at the very least, we should find a place to hide.
Yeah, I think I agree. What do our surroundings look like? You said we're at the altar.
You are. You are within the citadel. It is firmly guarded. You hear a screech and a roar that all of you remember from your childhood.
Is it giants?
It's not giants.
Is it friendly?
You remember it to be that
Is
of the
it
Jabberwock.
The Jabberwock, yeah.
Oh.
As it thunders through the woods outside.
Alright.
Do we know if it has sensed our presence? Or is it just tromping around the woods going, ah?
You are going to give me a very easy check here. We're going to do a nature check, okay?
Okay.
It's going to be in the chat log. You just click on that D20 next to your name.
D20 next to my name. Oh, see. Okay. I got a 7.
Kai, I'm going to strongly suggest that you follow that up.
I think it's just taking a walk in the woods.
Actually, Kai and Roxania.
Nature check.
Yeah, I'm sending it to you.
I'm not good at nature.
It's going to be in the chat log. With a 19
Hell yeah.
and a 22.
Damn.
Being the Harengon that he is and the barbarian, he leaps up onto the citadel walls and watches as the Jabberwock takes flight and flies away from the citadel. But you can see that he's left a massive trail into and through the forest.
So maybe he was coming from somewhere?
Should we
While
maybe
I'm
go
up
investigate
there,
it? Go ahead, sir.
sorry, do I see any other like credible looking threats while I'm up there?
You see, no, I'll go ahead and say you see no threats.
Okay.
With those two rolls, you see nothing in the forest.
Okay.
So are we going to investigate?
Well, it's either we look around the citadel or we go investigate where the Jabberwock just came from.
Let's look
I
around
would
the
say
citadel
investigate
first.
the trail. What was he doing there, and what was he attacking?
Nothing. He was just. We don't know.
Out for a stroll in the woods.
Yeah. Asking the party, do you think we'll get anything from continuing to check the citadel?
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's do it. We'll
Yeah,
inspect the
confer.
rest of the citadel real quick.
Okay.
And with a little bit of a map change and a reload from everybody.
Ah, good. Perfect.
And there is going to be a check to see if anything is found in the ruins that are now renewed. So you should just be able to click on the D20s under your picture.
I got it. Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Who rolled the 20?
Oh, hey, Charlotte got a nat 20. Or was that her modifier as well?
No, that was a nat.
Nice.
Yeah. So there was one success, so
Hey, you didn't roll yet. Oh.
no one actually passed the DC.
What?
But because it was a nat 20, Charlotte, you're going to get a greater health potion later. This thing's been in ruins for 400 years.
Are you fucking serious?
Okay. So
She's
is
gotta go
this
pee,
some
doesn't she?
like Narnia stuff? We're 400 years old.
No, it's time in the Feywild passes differently. Remember,
Oh, okay. I mean, I do now.
you were pulled out of the Feywild.
Oh,
And so it could be years or it could be minutes. You never know.
so it is like Narnia.
So,
You're muted, Mike.
Can we move around and inspect the ruins, or did the investigation check work well enough for everything?
I would say this.
It's a 400-year-old ruin that was magically rebuilt so that the paladins could start to rebuild.
Okay, let's go gently observe
Gently.
Jabberwock.
Into the night.
the trail.
So
Logan, lead the way.
we leave through the portcullis.
Get behind me if you want to live.
I believe our strategy was I'm supposed to like ride your helmet.
I do remember there was some tossing involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But I asked you not to tell the elf.
So you find yourself in the forest around the scar that it left through the trees. There's a small brook in front of you as it just babbles away, and you can see these large three-toed footprints.
Well, my map didn't load, so I'm gonna look at Charlotte's.
Yeah.
So did it just land and then take off again? How far did it travel on the ground?
I don't know.
Right now, you can just sort of see the area around you, and it looks like it made it maybe to the other side of that brook.
My our map did not load.
Did it not load, or are we in the middle of the night and it is dark?
Oh, okay. Then yeah, it's the middle of the night and it's dark, I guess. Okay, just making sure.
So you should have torches on your persons.
Ooh.
I do. I have a lot of torches.
So if you click on your character and have some sort of night vision, you'll be able to see. But if you do not, you'll have to actually use a torch.
Oh, I can see.
Well,
Okay, so there's the brook.
And now that Logan's lit up, Logan and Kai,
so we came from the north.
you came from the south.
Came from the south.
Yeah.
Okay.
The brook is ahead of us.
Yep.
So I guess we're following the three-toed footprints.
I have a question. What are the white glowy spots on the ground?
You're in the Feywild, and there's just magic stuff.
Okay. I don't know. One looked like an X, so
I assumed those
Nope.
to be the footprints, but maybe not.
Now the big three-toed things are the footprints. So as we get to the river, we're just going to call, or the brook, we're just going to call this a basic dexterity check.
Shit.
What is the check for?
To see if we can get across.
no,
And it's going to be a group. It's going to be a group roll.
Now you said it's a little tiny babbling brook.
Yep.
So is
Some
this
of
just
us are not
making
the
sure?
most graceful.
Shut up.
Hello.
Oh,
Damn.
I don't like these dice.
We're getting all these 20s.
Everybody just
Waiting
get on
on
my back.
Roxania.
She rolled.
Oh.
It says an 8, but
Oh,
close
that works.
Did you already roll or no? Okay. My computer's just a really shitty potato.
Gotta love the potato checker. Alright, so it was only DC 10, so everybody makes it across just fine. So as we continue across, you start to hear these footsteps yet again.
I thought you said he flew off.
I just said you hear footsteps.
There's footsteps. Okay.
Then we make it across the brook,
Uh-oh.
and as we make it across, you see the wonderful inn at the end of the road on its chicken legs.
Sue. What's she doing out here?
You finally cleared the area.
Oh.
She told you that she would not travel where the Witchlight Coven had power.
Hey, that's a really pretty looking inn.
Yeah.
Does it remind you of anything?
A bird?
Baba Yaga.
Yeah, Baba Yaga.
What'd you say? Charlotte says chickens.
It looks like Baba Yaga, huh?
It does.
The house of
telling you.
Baba Yaga.
I've said this since the beginning. Sue is the Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga's hut.
So do y'all want to go
Just
in and
saying.
talk to Sue, or what do you want to do?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, let's go.
Let's have a chat.
So into the inn we go.
This looks a little different from last time.
We've done better with some things.
Okay. Why is there a big
Rude.
cauldron in the middle?
There's Agden, that
Man,
fucker.
man. Agden's
Really?
reformed. He's waiting tables. He's cleaning rooms.
See what happens when you give some people second chances.
What's some authority?
Oh, is he a relative?
No.
He was actually one of the
Obviously a Hiron God.
villains in the first.
Oh.
So,
So what are we doing? Y'all tell me.
do we
Okay.
need anything? Do we want to check in, or?
I want to talk to Sue.
So do we get our
But
cut?
all I want to say is, Madam Yaga, and see if anything happens.
I need you.
Oh God, why did you do it?
There's probably one at every
can-
party, guys.
So that was a psychic thought, right? So can like, okay, do it. She can read our
Are you
thoughts
doing it?
too. I mean,
Oh yes.
she can read your thoughts. So
So are you thinking that you were still going to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He already did it.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
Sue is awesome. Personally, I believe that they are who they say they are.
Listen, I think she and I got off on the wrong foot.
On the wrong chicken foot?
Rabbit's foot?
So
Give me the roll.
It's
Give
in
me
the chat.
roll.
Oh, Jesus.
You're making a charisma throw.
Oh, I have good charisma.
Is that the chicken footsteps, or is there something
Yes.
still
17.
outside? Okay.
So as you look at her and you say Yaga,
No, I say Madam Yaga.
okay. Does the rest of the party actually know that you did this?
I'm gonna
I mean, I'm saying it out
feign.
loud.
I'm gonna say I don't want to know. I'm gonna pretend like I don't know.
I feel like I go up to the corner though, or like, is this whole area a big like pedestal where the cauldron's sitting? Or
Yeah, this is a whole little raised dais right here.
okay, well I think I would go around to where she is.
Like behind of her, but below
Yeah,
her?
right there. And I'd like to say hello, Madam Yaga.
I'm gonna
Then
move nearer to you, just to be ready.
If Sue wants to kill us, we're gonna be dead.
Yeah, I know.
in both of your heads,
I'm trying to back up.
Faye, you hear in your head, well, that's just useless. But Mira, simultaneously, as you see Faye just sort of flinch, you hear,
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so now we know. That's fucking cool as shit. I think I react a little bit starstruck, knowing I've met the most powerful mother of all witches in ever.
you just see Sue reach a hand out and just like brush your hair and go, quiet child.
Yes, ma'am. She touched me.
If you speak of this to anyone, you will die.
Yes, ma'am.
And then she just turns on Ka and goes, little bunny, you will make good soup.
Oh, is that because I'm close to her? No.
That's because you approached during this encounter.
Okay. No. I don't care.
Oh,
I want to
good.
know, is there any news? Who do we have to kill next?
Next. Well, did you find Clapperclaw like I told you to?
Yes.
Well, good. Then he can take you to Thither.
And then we kill people there.
Well, the Skabatha is still over hither.
What?
Skabatha.
Skabatha. Skabatha. Do we know anything about Skabatha? Any intel, insight, hints?
You see now that Sue knows that you know who she actually is.
Mm-hmm.
She just sort of looks at you and goes, you don't get much more now, because I'm not giving away my secrets.
Yes, ma'am.
But I think it should be telling that it's her secrets.
Ah.
Say that one more time. You broke up a little bit.
I think that I said that I believe it should be telling that it is her secrets that she calls it when she asks about Skabatha.
So does she know something about Skabatha that would be tied to her in some way?
You're going to give me an insight check on that.
Okay. $16.
Oh. It is very obvious that it is somewhat related to Sue.
Okay.
Is that related as in blood or related as in just pure relationship?
Ooh. That's a good question. You can also make an insight check, but it is going to be much more difficult.
Well, I think I did as good as I could.
I hate you.
You can ask questions.
What'd you get?
A 26.
Nice.
He got a nat fucking 20.
Yes!
Dang.
Nice.
Bring down the fourth wall!
Breaking the
As Logan has this thought wandering, there's a momentary lapse in Sue's mental wards, and you see these mental images of her with this small child as she's talking to her, calling her Skabatha. And there are two other children there as well, one of them very much resembling a toad.
Ah.
Okay.
Logan, do you share this with the group?
Yes.
When? Right now?
Telepathically. I mean, she's gonna know regardless if I tell you in person or if I tell you telepathically, so. Unless you want me to wait to tell you the information until we get out of this place.
Yeah. I think that would be wise.
Yeah, you see Sue just look back at Logan and is
I haven't been told I couldn't say anything to anybody yet.
very sneaky for a man who clinks when he walks.
Okay, so you've told us. Oh my god, she wants us to kill her children.
I am asking a question in Druidic in the chat box.
Okay. Oh. You sly dog. So you see Kyle like pick up a stick and like start sort of scratching on in the dirt in the floor and just marks all these symbols down. And Sue just sort of looks over at it, sighs real big, and starts with her hand in the air, waves over, and the dirt moves back into even more symbols in reply.
Hey, save that for later. Now is not the time.
Yeah, this isn't even getting topped out, Mike.
Okay.
In the in the thickest Russian accent that you can imagine. Just in your head alone, Kai hears, I can't disagree.
Okay.
The hell are they talking about?
Point me in the right direction. Or point them in the right direction.
What do you think I've been doing? I've kept the house going for you. I've got the store going for you. I've told you how to find pathfinders.
So, where do you guys want to go?
Well, I think we gotta find Skabatha.
So we got to go to Thither.
You see, Sue just looks up and goes, that would be the next place. I suggest you take Clapperclaw, hop in the Fallen Star, and fly to the next landing zone.
Cool. All right, Captain. It's your time to shine. Guess we should go outside.
I think I'm gonna kind of nod my head and say, thank you, Mother. Try and get some brownie points.
Thanks, Mom.
She just looks at you and goes, you know a night witch is not really a witch, right?
As a warlock?
It's like, it's not the same, but it's sweet.
I'm not gonna call you Mother.
I'm just trying to be
Thank you.
respectful.
Yeah.
You're furry and it's kind of strange.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Is there anything we
I'm
need
just going to say
get to gather up before we leave?
it's up to you all. I mean, you have the option to hit the store in here.
I assume it's the same shop.
It is exactly the same shop.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna go outside.
So let's go out. How big a ship do we need?
The biggest size.
Oh,
Oh, baby. I've already got this set up for you and we're ready to go.
All right.
So, as the Fallen Star, which I guess more aptly would now be called the Flying Star or Shooting Star, takes flight. Clapperclaw allowed near the helm, but not allowed to touch it. Guides as you all fly into Thither. You start to see this dense forest unfold before you. And he says, there's only one place to put this ship down that I know of, and it's near this old hermit's cave called Nib. So as you begin to fly in, he points you to the only clearing in the trees big enough for the falling star to land, and you put down.
Excellent. So we're in kind of a clearing.
whoops. I didn't mean to do that.
You're good. Yeah. It's the only clearing in this sort of gully where this magically dense forest is at its thinnest.
Okay.
Okay. So we're on the ground now, right?
That
The
is
ship
correct.
is.
Okay.
You see Clapperclaw looks at everybody and goes, guys, I really don't want to see Granny not shade, so I'm just going to stay on the ship But there is a path that leads right from this clearing along to Nib's cave. It leads down into the heart of Thither.
Why
Okay.
don't you want to see Granny Nightshade?
Because if you remember, she is the one that took the dead soul of the boy, and created him.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
unless
we need
anyone
to.
has,
Our visibility is limited then because of the density of the forest, right?
correct.
Okay.
So
And
unless
what's
Do
anyone
we
has
have
any
any
plans
kind
or
of
anything,
inclination that he's going to try to take the ship?
no. When you first started flying the ship, he proved that he was completely unable to fly it.
Okay.
Do you guys think we need to do anything to cover up the ship, or
Well, can I fold it back up again?
not with Clapperclaw on it?
Oh,
I mean, if anybody has seen us fly in, they're going to know where we landed. It's the only place
Yeah,
to
that's
land.
fair.
If you remember, Sir Lady Morgort, the Knight of Warts, with you, and she's the one that's been managing the balloon for you.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's hop off, guys. Let's go into this cave.
Hey, we're here.
Like magic.
The Gathering?
Wrong game.
there can only be one.
Shelby, per
Yes.
usual, my adaptive form of the beast thing is gonna be climbing.
I would expect no less at this point.
Okay.
All right.
So where are you going?
So as you approach along the path that leads right past Nib's cave, you see just the monstrous mouth of a cave with a giant plaque in front of it.
What does the plaque say?
Do you want to approach it and see?
Can
I will go.
Okay.
Well,
see-
I have a spyglass. I could look at it from there.
I got this.
Okay. Okay.
So as Kai approaches, you see him start to reading it. He's just screaming over his shoulder. And he reads it off, and it reads, "A wealthy man profits from his workers' labors. He leaves richer, walking to the left. The worker's wage will just suffice. He leaves in poorer health, walking to the right. Let the fool take caution."
Let the fool take caution.
Read
We're
it.
not fools. Let's jump
I'm
in.
gonna read it one more time. This sounds like
A riddle?
You see like one of Kai's ears just sort of like flop over. Like, hang on, guys. "A wealthy man profits from his workers' labor. He leaves richer, walking to the left. The worker's wage will just suffice. He leaves in poorer health, walking to the right. Let the fool take caution." And from where you're standing at the plaque, you can see that there's a fork in the entrance to the cave.
So it sounds like the rich people, boss goes to the left, workers go to the right.
But when he comes out, he says he leaves in poorer health coming from the right. So maybe it's a circle?
Possibly.
Well, when we killed Balvorna, we ran counterclockwise. So maybe
Yeah.
we should go to the right.
That's my vote, is to the right.
Yeah.
I know that's a stretch.
Okay, so read the last line, Mike, what it said.
Okay, let's split up.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Let the fool take caution. In other words, if we wait here long enough, something bad will happen. Let's move ahead.
That's a good point. Everybody,
Jump in.
Good
Vote.
with the right.
go into the right.
I I say to the right.
Okay.
And I will.
Oh.
Oh.
I was in favor of the split up mode. But, that's just me.
I'm fixing everything. So you enter in, and there's a dead end with a little door going down a small hallway.
Okay. Well,
Is the little door big enough for me?
I'm
It is just big enough for
pretty
you.
tiny. I can get through there.
We're
Well,
not
the
gonna
only-
we're not gonna send the person with the least amount of hit points through the door first. I am also just a rabbit.
You're not just a rabbit. Don't put yourself
Aw.
down like that.
Oh my.
He's the,
Thanks, Spike.
You're a lot more than just a rabbit. You're our friend.
he's the,
Oh gosh, don't make me cry.
the vicious beastie.
Okay. Is
Bring
there?
forth the holy head
Does anyone want to do anything special or?
Hold on. I thought I got a new spell or something.
Does anyone want to look around,
Can investigate the dead end.
like investigate?
Well, do we have a rogue with us? Somebody that
I
can
have
check for
keen
traps?
sense. Is that what that is, Shelby? Keen sense? I can see through things.
You do have keen sense. Let me double check that real quick.
You know that's going to get more by the time you finish it.
You know, when we were at Bavlorna's and I just kept opening doors.
And I was
I
right
figured
behind
keen
you the
sense was a
whole
good
time.
idea.
That gives you proficiency in perception.
Definitely check some shit.
So would you like to make a perception check?
Yes.
What are you trying to be perceptive of?
Traps.
Okie dokie.
Seeing if there's anything that could hurt us past the door.
I have an idea, guys.
Okay, shoot.
I am going to turn myself into a rat because this is obviously a cave and rats exist, and I will go through the next door.
Okay.
I'm gonna move towards
Just
the
in case
door
there
just
are
to
people there,
back up.
we can we'll hopefully be disguised.
I got a 9.
There's not a single trap in this place.
Good enough for me.
Okay, rat boy, go ahead.
Alright. So I will wild shape into a rat.
Well, that was some awful, awful sound effects.
Yeah.
And
And we have rat splat.
I am going to go. Here we go.
As you go through the small little hallway, you see a grizzled old man with long gray hair and the remnants of what once was a beautiful and luxurious tunic, sitting at a spinning wheel with a blindfold around his face.
Uh-oh, it's
It's
Rumpelstiltskin.
the man from
Alright guys,
from
we
the
got some old dude in here. Does he notice me?
He doesn't really appear to care. I mean, it's just a rat
Okay.
in a cave.
What else is in the cave? Just as
There
a
are-
first glance.
Huge piles of gold.
Okay, guys, I'm not feeling good about this anymore. Um, Mom, come get me.
Me and my roommate.
I need an adult.
He just still sits there and spins.
Okay. Um,
Are there any other doors in the room?
You can. Are you asking since you're not in there, or
No,
are you
asking
asking?
Mike.
I'm
Kai?
asking Mike to check.
Asking Kai, yeah.
I can go look. I'm gonna
Okay,
be
he obviously
very
just doesn't
Wait,
care
wait,
cautious.
that you're
wait, wait.
there.
Wait, if you're going to go sneak around, maybe I can provide a distraction by being in the door.
No, because the whole point is for this guy to not see us yet.
Well, but I don't. Well, okay. Well, I bet he has perception and he knows we're
I'm
here.
gonna be very cautious to not try and touch any gold or anything. I do not want this to be like a.
And now that you have said that, we are making a dexterity check.
Is it an athletics check
Well,
or a
you've been rolling
dexterity
so
check?
beautifully today. Just jump on it.
It is a dexterity check
Oh god.
because there is literally gold everywhere. Like you're having to go on your rat tiptoes. I'm sending it to you right now.
Bunny stew. Or in this case, rat stew.
Hi, Mike. How are we doing this?
How are we doing this?
What'd you get?
You got an
Well, so we
Oh.
all have telepathic link, right? Which we already know that Michael's just discovered he's touched a piece of the gold.
Does he notice me? Has he
Um,
moved?
So because the way you worded that, and that's what led to the dexterity check. How I'm going to narrate this to sort of move this along
Okay, wait.
Okay.
because you're
Okay.
still new to the whole druid thing. Is you're trying to tiptoe through as a rat. This is brand new to you. This is your first time wild shaping. You're like, guys, watch this. So this humanoid rabbit transforms into this small little cave rat, starts trying to crawl through, gets to the goals like, I got this. The first piece of gold he comes to, full on slips, starts to tumble, slips back into Harangon form. And you see this little guy at the spinning wheel just sort of lift his head up and look around. Obviously, can't see anything because of the blindfold and go, are you okay?
Yeah, man. Thanks for asking.
Oh Jesus.
You were just
Okay.
looked real busy. Wasn't trying to disturb you.
Steal your gold.
It's okay. You probably really don't want to take the gold anyway.
Yeah. Why is that? Other than
That's a
it's not
really
mine,
long-
and I don't steal. I'm people say I'm a very honest person. I don't say that about myself, obviously. Other people say that about me.
Somebody stop him.
You see this just
Guys.
wizened old man just sort of chuckle. It's like, you're okay. I led a very cruel and heartless life and earned all of these riches by exploiting my tenants' misery, buying up condemned property and renting it out for an exuberant fee. And Granny Nightshade is helping me to make amends. I told her I wanted to put my bad deeds behind me and my ill-gotten gains to good use. But her helping me, she cursed me to dwell forever in this cave, and by spending my gold into useful items for anyone who comes my way.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. Um, guys,
I'm in.
he seems cool. Can you all join me? My friends are gonna come in, by the way. I hope that's okay. We're just passing through.
You just see he sort of shakes his head like, that's fine, yeah. That's why I'm here. So all of you move into this cave through the door. And he's still just sitting there with his blindfold on.
Thinking telepathically, this guy obviously wants some sort of redemption and is cursed by and is cursed. Do we want to like see if we can offer him help or see if he can make us anything or
I mean, that's why he's here, is
Yeah,
to
that's
make
his
people
purpose.
stuff. I think helping him would be killing Granny Nightshade.
should we ask him if he has made anything in particular for her to help her maintain her power or anything that we might run into later?
Oh, good question.
Who wants to talk to him? Because I feel like I'm done talking to this guy. I've made it weird enough.
You have good rapport with him.
You see this poor dude with a blindfold is just sitting there looking around as all of you are talking telepathically coming into his house.
Yeah. It's time for somebody to talk to him.
He's like, hello?
That's
Hi.
Ah,
Papa.
What? Did somebody just meow?
What's your name?
it's Nib.
Snib. Okay. Well,
As
it's
in
nice to
Nib's
meet
cave.
you.
It's
It's polite
nice to meet you too.
So have you made anything for Granny Nightshade that is useful for her?
Anything for her. She
Oh.
helped me with this curse, and now I'm trapped in my cave.
But she trapped you here.
Because of the curse, yeah.
Oh.
Would
That doesn't
Would you like to
seem
be
very
untrapped?
helpful.
You see, he takes a really deep breath and just sighs, and I would like to be, but I don't feel I've paid my penance yet.
All right, man, that's on you. Okay.
Well,
Like,
Okay. So, is there this talking to the group? Is there something he can provide that would help our group continue on our mission? Like, is there some kind of talisman or other thing that we need going forward?
What do you know about Granny Nightshade?
Are you asking him?
Yeah.
Really just basic things. She has a key that sticks out of her back. You can tell her mood by how fast it turns. When she's happy, it turns quickly. When she's upset, it turns very slowly. If she loses her temper, though, it stops completely. But many children toil away in Granny Nightshade's workshop. They craft toys. Granny Nightshade delivers the creepiest toys to children on the other worlds to fill their heads with nightmares. At least that's all I can assume.
And you
she
say
makes-
this lady helped you?
Well, sort of.
Hey, look, chick. She's the most powerful magic being that was here, and I needed some help.
Logan, Roxania, what do you guys think?
I was thinking it was snack time. Sorry. What are
I
you
mean, did
currently
y'all want to
making
know
right
the
now?
rest? Oh, I'm just
So,
spinning some thread right now, but I can. You can touch the bobbin, and I can make you some random thing.
that. Hmm.
I mean, that sounds good to me. I like things.
I'll let Logan try that.
I'll do that.
Logan, do you touch the bobbin?
I will touch the bobbin.
Oh,
So you see Logan reaches out to touch the bobbin. If it will work.
Was I supposed to click on that?
Oh. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
And I guess everybody's getting some gifts off that.
ooh.
Hell yes.
So you see he just starts to spin away and starts making these items. So Mira's going to get the gloves of thievery. Logan's going to get the boots of elvenkind. Feyor is getting the amulet of proof against detection and location.
Nice.
Kai is going to get a tiny hourglass that functions like an elemental gem of the blue sapphire. Air elemental variety. And Roxania will get a wand of secrets.
Nice.
So he's like, it'll take me a little bit of time to make all these things, but don't worry, they'll catch up to you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is
Yes, thank you, Nib.
is
You're
there
welcome.
anything that we should investigate down the other path in this cave?
That's just where the rest of the gold is.
Okay.
Who all has passive wisdom of 11 or higher?
I do.
yeah, same.
Where is passive
I think
wisdom?
as long as your wisdom is, I think, at least 10 or higher.
I have a wisdom of 13.
So the odds are that it's going to be everybody but Logan.
I mean, my wisdom is at 14.
Oh, okay, you get it too. So as you see, as he starts working and tells you that it's going to take him a while, but these things will catch up to you. All of you start to glimpse multiple shadowy characters lurking behind Nib. And the apparitions are taking on just several different forms. There's this grubby little child just peering over Nib's shoulders. There's a gaunt coachman looming in the shadows at the back of the cave. There's a woman with a long face just dabbing at her tears with a handkerchief. And a thin waif child wearing an eye patch. And quick as a candle can flicker, one apparition will vanish and another one will appear.
Okay, so Ghosts of Christmas Past. No, but probably
All the people he wronged.
that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
And so maybe that means we've just helped him
Get rid of a few.
repay for those particular wrongs.
Talk to him and ask him.
Do Yes, I'll do that. So
So you do
I,
ask him about
I've,
them?
I've seen these images surrounding you, and what do they mean?
He just lifts his head from his work with that very obvious head tilt of not being able to see for many years.
Right.
I'm haunted by my own words. As long as my ill-gotten gains were put to good use, my bad deeds would remain behind me. You were beholding the restless apparitions of those I hurt. They lurk behind my back,
Okay.
tormenting me with pokes at my ribs and whisperings in my ear. I can't bear to look them in the eye, not after what I did to them. And that's why for years I've worn this blindfold.
I think these. I think these items are cursed.
Why? Well, I mean, it's well, you could make that assumption, but okay, just talking to the group, you could make that assumption, but you could accept it for what it is, in that these items are items that are useful to us because it's his penance. So
So
accept
I'll
that
point out that he
and move
said, as
forward.
long as he does good things, they'll stay behind him
Right.
instead of completely surrounding him, is the gist of what he just said.
Okay.
And those shadowy figures, were they all surrounding him or were they behind him?
He said they were
From the
behind him.
description, yeah.
Okay.
All the descriptions were that they were behind him.
Okay.
Do
Then we good?
we want to reveal the fact that we're gonna try and kill this lady to him?
No.
I don't think so because he's very adamant that she helped him.
And he needs to continue paying his penance. He's not there yet.
But like he clearly has like he morally wants to do good. He's just also happens to be cursed. He can do a lot of good by helping us
Well, I don't think he can.
kill. I mean, like
In the
I know he
position he's
can't
in,
a-
I don't.
actually, but he can probably through information.
Well, we've asked for information, and he doesn't have a lot. He only knows that
The key in her
she's
back.
both cursed and benefited him in the same
I will jump in and
spell.
say that he was actually cut off before he was done.
Please can I'm sorry. That's my bad. Um please tell us more, my friend Nib.
Nib had many more notes. So as I was saying, thank you. The hag makes the deliveries of the nightmare-inducing toys on the back of her flying wooden rocking horse.
This is absolutely terrifying.
And Granny Nightshade is obsessed with capturing Will of the Feywild. He's a boy that used to help her, but now he's helped a handful of the younger children escape from Loomlurch. And Will, he calls his group the Getaway Gang, but they're protected by a treant named Little Oak.
Okay.
Not to interrupt you again, but would you be able to tell us where we could find the gang?
I can't leave the mouth of the cave, but I can point you in the right direction.
That would be very helpful. Thank you, Nim.
You're welcome.
What was the tree ant's name?
Little Oak.
Huh?
And you see he
Tree ants
just
usually-
buries his head and starts spinning.
Okay, so, yeah, point us in the right direction.
Please.
Okay. So he takes you all
So
to the front of the cave. Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to ask the group this. Would it be beneficial to see that if something were to happen to Granny Nightshade, would he be able to continue to spin his wheel to pay off his penance?
I think that's a good question to ask him.
If you ask that, he looks at you and goes, I honestly don't know. I'm just a common man that was a bad landlord. And I know the gold itself is cursed, and that's what holds its power over me in my cave.
Okay. Cool.
So if that's it, he leads you to the front of the cave and just... He leads you to the front of the cave and points you in the right direction.
All right.
Okay, let's go that direction.
So, aren't tree ants usually evil?
No.
No.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I probably got it wrong. There's
Let's think back to our Lord of the Rings knowledge, Mike.
That's correct. I was just going to go back there.
well, there's a few variations of walking tree-like creatures, and some of them are evil in the monster manual. Never mind.
That's not a trend.
Okay.
So this will be our last little area for the night, but as you start down the path, you start to see some lights in the distance, and you start to hear some howling, some very mournful sounds, and you see a large group of creatures gathered off to one side of the path.
Alright, guys. I got this.
No, you don't. Somebody else go.
I'm a druid. They're animals. I can speak to animals and,
I don't think you're good
As
at
long as the
talking
first
thing.
thing is speaking and not swinging of the axe.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, no. No axe.
Oh, God.
Sans axe?
Okay. From where we're at, can we see what type of animals they are yet?
I'm going to say that it is very difficult at this distance at night and through the thick forest.
I have dark vision.
I mean, all that really does is give you grayscale, and you can see 60 feet.
I thought mine was 120.
I mean, if he's pointed us in the right direction of the gang, then these are supposedly friendly. So
Okay.
I don't have a problem with the group going up close enough to where we can try to talk to them.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead right now and cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
What's your range?
I mean, it's a duration thing and it lasts 10 minutes.
No, not 60.
But what's your range? I mean, you can't speak to animals around the entire world, so you have to be able to be close enough to
No,
see one.
I know that. I'm casting it now so that when.
Oh, okay.
So I think at this point we're just going to say that Kai has taken the lead on this one, are we not?
Yeah.
We can go as a group. Let's go as a group. What do you guys want to do? Do we want
Mike,
to
you're
break
muted.
as a group? Do you just want me to go up there?
You're muted,
Muted, buddy.
Thank you for the
and
sound
something
effects.
growly is coming after you.
Do we want to go as a group or do you just want? Okay, let's go as a group.
Yes.
Does anyone want to go hide in those, like, flank them a little bit, or?
I don't think we should approach it that way. I think we should have
No, they
everything
sound
on the.
mournful.
Well, how about if
Yeah.
I fly?
I've got to refresh.
All right, let's do it. So it'll be me and Logan up front.
Okay, hang on.
Did we just lose Shelby?
He had to refresh.
Gotcha.
It made it that long run and everything before it said I need a break for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving up as a group.
Yep. I think so.
Y'all may have to move your characters because my computer's chugging a little.
Choo choo.
So
I think
we'll just
Charlotte's on a
continue with
different
this
map.
story. Well, we've been a whole lot longer without something breaking than I thought we would.
Sound like a wounded animal?
I will say emotionally wounded. We're just gonna start going from story at this point because my computer's not wanting to work on that screen. So as you approach, you see a group of blink dogs surrounding a pit with another blink dog laying in the bottom.
They're having a funeral.
Okay.
I think I elbow
Hey.
Kai. I thought you were gonna say something.
I can fly, right?
You can fly, but you cannot talk to blink dogs.
But I
So,
can look down the
like,
pit without.
I mean, I'm assuming there's a dead dog in there.
Maybe it's only wounded. Better talk to him.
Okay.
Okay.
I am gonna. Can I stand on this rock and wait for them to notice me?
That's a little intimidating.
No? Okay.
No.
I'm gonna go right
You're a little
here.
bunny and they're dogs.
King of the Rock. He's a were-bunny, so he's a lot
You know
scarier
what?
than
I
that.
am gonna do it.
Oh God.
Good, jump up there then.
I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna put my hands up and just wait for them to notice me.
The second you jump up there and you can see clearly down into the hole, it is very obviously a deceased blink dog, and you can see all the claw and paw marks where they dug out the hole.
Okay.
And the
Guys,
entire group turns to you and just looks very upset that you have interrupted something very private.
I'm sorry. I'm speaking in their language. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, too late.
You see the one closest to you looks at you, and not so much in words, but you get these images that go through your mind, and have the understanding that he's asking you what your name is.
I'm Kai. What's your name?
And you just get these more fleeting images passing through, and you get the feeling that while he doesn't have a name that you understand, the feeling that he is associated with is like the dog that's in the middle of the pile when they cuddle together.
Yeah. Cute.
My heart.
Can I ask what happened? Can you tell me what happened? Blinky?
You see him just sort of cock his head and get like this half grin. You start to have all these images roll through of all of the blink dogs you can see, as well as the 4 more that had already surrounded the group that were invisible, as they were trying to sneak through Loom Lurch to gather information. And you see the Skabatha's 10 soldiers kill the dog that's in the pit.
Ah. Where are Skabatha's soldiers? We don't like Skabatha. I don't like Skabatha. I'm assuming you don't like Skabatha. Where are Skabatha's soldiers?
You get more images of this garden, and the speech issue is causing problems because he can't communicate to you everything, but you're seeing this garden full of what looks like just armor on sticks.
Okay. So can we pass through without, like, issues?
You see he cocks his head again, looks down at the hole, and looks back up at you, and sends this image through of the pack, and you just watch as the entire pack turns invisible.
Ah. Guys, they all just turned invisible.
How's it going up there, bud?
I think this is about to. I don't know. Either they're. Yeah, I think this is. We're in a bad situation.
So do you think we should just slowly walk on by and try to?
Just yeah.
No. I think we need to tell them that what our intention is
Well, we want to kill these 10
Before.
soldiers.
before they decide that we're, a threat.
Okay.
So
Well,
think fast, on your feet.
anybody else have any ideas of what we should do, what we should say?
Yeah, I think our purposes align. They want vengeance for their lost pack member.
Yeah, but they just turned invisible and they're probably about to attack us.
Well, blink dogs do that.
Yeah, invisibility is sort of what blink dogs do.
Okay.
Do you think maybe they were trying to send you an answer to the question you asked?
What was the last question you asked?
I asked them if it was okay if we passed through, and they all turned invisible, which I'm assuming
Yeah, I think
either
that's...
means either we're okay or they're gonna attack us.
Well, I mean,
So
regardless if it's okay or not and they turn invisible, there's not much we can do now. So I say we just get the hell out of here and
let's go.
keep on walking.
Let's go.
So you see the blink dog that gave you his meaning of name as he who is in middle of pile sort of starts to blink back into existence and just fades away again.
Gotcha.
Okay, that sounds like acquiescence.
Let's go.
So as the group moves along, you know that maybe there are some allies in the forest.
Who has dark vision
Mr.
again?
Paranoia.
Emily, is that you?
I think Emily and
does.
Yeah, I do.
I think Charlotte has it as well.
Okay. Do either of you want to? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Do either of you want to lead the pack just because you have dark vision?
Sure.
Well, don't we have a torch?
I mean, we do, but still dark vision is better.
Yeah, we don't want to let anybody notice that we're going through.
Announce our presence. Yeah, I suppose.
I mean,
So
Anybody
as
buy any
we
of that silken rope?
as we move past the funeral, a dimension door opens in front of Logan. And a hand clad in plate mail reaches through and grabs him, pulls him through and slams shut.
okay.
And that is the end of the session.
All right.
I guess I'm not going to be kneeling and saying a little prayer for the dogs before I get taken away.
Yeah, I was totally going to do that as well.
Okay. All right.
And where the handle that was on the door was, a single piece of paper drifts back to the ground.
Well,
What's
somebody
it
grab
say?
it.
Somebody pick it up.
I'm going to pick it up.
Bayor picks it up, and it just reads, Valor's Call.
Thou is called.
Valor's
Call.
Oh.
Valor. Yes.
And that is all we have for this session.
All right.
So
All right, guys.
I hope everybody have fun, and maybe we can get some
Thank
more
you.
bugs worked out.
Big Mike, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
It didn't take that long. That worked out okay.
Cool. Well, thank you
Charlotte
so
would
much,
like
guys.
just to say that I
Hey,
have
thanks,
muted
Charlotte,
her
for
the
letting me
whole
join
time,
you.
and she's very upset about it. So maybe next week she can say a whole lot more, and I'm sure that I will watch it on Twitch later about how much shit she talks about me.
Fully anticipate Charlotte will talk even more next session, since you're not going to be there, and hopefully Charlotte still will be. So the 17th is the next one, and we will figure out times this week.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, very cool. Nice to meet y'all.
You too.
Very nice to meet you. So
Someone's
thanks so
viewed
much for
that
joining
before.
us.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Later.